Evening, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earth Watch on Sunday, July 9, 2023 on our planet. Hope you're all well. So this is going to be a fire report for my province of British Columbia, and it looks like British Columbia is going to be the hot spot of North America when it comes to wildfires. And in fact, it looks like a lot of our fires in Quebec, Ontario, Manitoba have all eased off somewhat, quite a bit. So it leaves Alberta, northeast British Columbia, and the rest of all of British Columbia. Now these heat indications, many of them are in fact wildfires. However, folks, as you know, I track all these heat indications. I take note of their satellite acquisition time. I'll check local weather reports. I'll check webcams in the area. Not all of these fires are lightning strikes. A lot of these fires are in known volcanic regions. Let's start off in the Stikine volcanic belt region. It's a known volcanic area here. Now I've been tracking this, monitoring this one. So the heat indications included, there weren't as many as this when I first picked up on it, included in the waters in this lake. So this is now spread into an obvious wildfire. So again, the satellite will give the exact coordinates and the date and acquisition time. So you can trace at what time each hotspot or heat indication resulting in fire sometimes. So let's take a look at this one, starting off. As soon as I can find it. Heck, let's just head up there. Okay, so here we are. So these heat anomalies started off in this lake. So almost 1,000 feet offshore. Several heat detections all along the foreshore. Again, this is a known volcanic area, so our fire has spread well into this region here. Sticking volcanic region, northwest British Columbia. Let's continue our little tour. So again, this is not a lightning strike, folks. This is not a lightning strike fire. This one, Wells Gray Clearwater Volcanic Field. Oh, this one I want to show you. 52743. Notice this little feature here. So this is a very well-known volcanic cone. So we have heat anomalies. Probably these are fires by now. Here, here, here. Coastal cone, so a volcanic cone. And the Wells Gray Clearwater Volcanic Field. A little bit of history in the volcanic regions in British Columbia, folks. There are quite literally hundreds of volcanic fields and volcanic centers in the province of British Columbia. There are 18 proper known volcanoes, not extinct, which also relate to recent seismic activity, including Mount Silverthorn, Mount Meager, Wells Gray Center, Clearwater Volcanic Field, Mount Garibaldi on the outskirts of Vancouver, Mount Cayley, I did a report on that a few days ago, Castle Rock, the volcanoes, Mount Idze, Hoodoo Mountain, Crow Lagoon, Nazco, CX, Lava Fork. Lava Fork, which last erupted only 150 years ago. Mount Meager, which is on the edge of Pemberton, had a major eruption 2,350 years ago, and the ash layer is still being found as far as Alberta. Mount Meager. And Mount Meager has actually been outcasting the past few years. They have a whole bunch of sensors placed at the top of Mount Meager. Now, I'm not going to show you every single ones that I went through today. I'm just going to go through a few of them. Harrison, so we can expect a massive breakout of fires over the next few days. Forecast for British Columbia is subsequent thunderstorms. This area is under evacuation orders. Nadita Mountain volcano. I reported on this one a couple of days ago. Now, folks, I'm going to continue this video just doing a tour for myself. You're welcome to stick around, watch. I'm not going to be doing too much talking from here on in. I'm just going to look around from this point on. So this would be Anaheim volcanic belt. There we go. Anaheim Lake. I just find it fascinating when I have time. I do my own little tour of British Columbia. All the volcanic regions. Again, hundreds of volcanic fields, volcanic centers, volcanoes, cinder cones, lava domes, volcanoes. And for me, myself, I'm still finding some new areas. In comparison, California, for example, has only 20 volcanic areas, 7 of which are active. British Columbia has 18. So when we're talking about the geomagnetic excursion, outer core expansion, rising pressure, rising magma, rising heat, fires, British Columbia. Everywhere. People talk about Camp Leflagre, Vesuvius, consider the Garibaldi volcanic complex, 70 kilometers from Vancouver. Speaking of Garibaldi, let's go take a look. Vancouver, Squamish, Whistler, Pemberton, Mount Meager, Garibaldi Volcanic Field, Mount Price, volcano, Clinker Peak, volcano, The Table, volcano, Castle Towers, volcano, Cindercone, Black Tusk, volcano, Mount Price again, volcano, The Table, volcano, all part of the Garibaldi complex. So all around here, volcanic complex. Then we get into the Mount Cayley, the heated indications I've been reporting on last week. Let's go into my area, Okanagan. What a lot of people don't realize, Mount Boucherie, volcano. And all these smaller volcanic features. Go across the lake to Kelowna, Dilworth Mountain, volcano. Look at all these nice pretty houses on top of a volcano. Can you imagine when this baby starts heating up? At least it's going to heat up all their swimming pools. Dilworth, a volcano. Black Mountain, volcano. Knox Mountain, volcano. Wildfire a few days ago. No explanation. Volcano. Lake country. Volcanoes, volcanoes, volcanoes. Mount Ida. Volcano. Salmon Arm. Look at this. In fact, we do have a heat anomaly today. in this region. So while I'm here from the 12th to the 16th, I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be away from my computer. I'll still have my smartphone. I'm going on a brief camping trip, of all places, to the edge of a volcanic field. So I'll be in an area called Revelstoke for 4 days. Hopefully I will have an internet signal for most of the time. Wells Gray, Clearwater, volcanic field. So satellite world view does not show all of the heat detections. Now we'll check back in about 24 hours, 48 hours, and we'll see how many of these smaller areas expand into major wildfires. Try to find one more. Mount Priestley volcano, major eruption 400 years ago. Seax cone, 250 years ago. Lava flowed down the valley, down the lake, and killed 2,000 people. And again, a lot of these are not lightning strikes. Especially this one where the heat anomalies extend into the water by 1,000 feet. That is not a sensor error. That's it for now, folks.